the elder to my dear friend Gaius, this is the Apostle John writing, whom I love in truth. Dear friend, I pray that you may enjoy good health and that all may go well with you, even as your soul is getting along well. But listen to how he addresses his friend. He says, dear friend, whom I love. Dear friend. See, this is not some kind of superficial relationship. God save us from superficial relationship where we thought one thing, but really folks were just, they had another agenda and another motive. There is some depth to what the Apostle John is writing. He's a dear friend whom I love. And see, this language of othersness, even in these two short verses, it's based in the heart of the Apostle John. Has a depth of concern for his friend that is rooted in his heart. And saints, authentic othersness is heart-based. And one of the things, I'm not into medicine, but as I talk to people who are into medicine, they talk about the connection of the mind and the heart being the seat of our sentiment and our emotions. And for some, we have unhealthy othersness because we got toxic hearts. And a lot of the toxicity in our hearts is because we got a bad diet. And I ain't talking about chitlins and bacon and, yeah, because some of y'all know y'all shouldn't be eating it, but that's another sermon, amen. But I'm talking about what it is that we are feeding our hearts and our minds. Because the truth of the matter is, for some, we got to be careful about what we're feeding our heart, our mind, and our spirit. Because the music sometimes that we listen to can influence us. Anybody know what I'm talking about in here? Yeah, I told him at 7:30, you know, you better be careful because in the wrong space, you can't listen to Teddy Pendergrass. Teddy Pendergrass telling you to turn off the light, you better flick that light back on. Don't light the candle, throw the candle out the door. Y'all better talk to me in this church today. But is anybody who knows that when you've been in the rockiness of life, maybe it was a church song, maybe it was a hymn, or maybe it was even a secular song, but you heard the right song in the right space and it helped you, it helped to motivate you, it helped for you to see better. Every now and again you got to be careful about even the music, but then even in this season we will be careful about television. Let me just put this in context. I've had recent conversations even with my Aunt Brenda. I have to be careful about the news. Because I was watching every news station, cussing. Now, if you so deep you ain't never said a bad word, this ain't the church for you. If you looking for a pastor that don't have issues, I am a work in progress like the rest of everybody else. How many folks know what I'm talking about? That's why I tell you, we just ain't no need to get up here lying. Oh, I've never. Yes, you have, Drumwright. Just shut your mouth. But I was watching the news, and every time I want to throw stuff, and just I had to start. I said, you know what? Let me just get my news this way, because I was becoming mean-spirited. Because you got to watch your conversations. Because if you entertain what I call downward and base conversations for too long, you'll find that taking root. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Anybody ever been around some downward and base conversations, and before you knew it, there were things coming out of your own mouth. You were like, I can't believe I said that. Be careful. Then, saints of God, be careful about social media. Oh, I love social media. But I'm going to tell you, one of the quickest ways to get unfriended by me is to keep presenting our people at our worst. I don't want to see us keep fighting and hollering and going. No, there's too much that is good about us. But if you keep putting that into your mind, if you keep putting it into your spirit, you know, I know Power came on. Some folk already watch Power. Power coming on tonight, whatever it is. Sometimes even in those shows, I had to stop watching ratchet TV because I was getting a little bit ratchety. Anybody know about a ratchetiness? I can call names because I know some of you. But be careful about what you feed your heart, your mind, and your spirit. Because if we're not having a healthy diet in those areas, it impacts the way we deal with each other. He says, dear friend,